The Mercedes-AMG GT Roadster is a deeply desirable convertible performance sports car that builds purposefully on the heritage of its SLS predecessor. It's uncompromising, intoxicating, and very, very fast.
This GT Roadster gets a lightweight triple-layer fabric hood that can be operated in just 11 seconds at speeds of up to 31 miles an hour, and it's been built into the body shell without much noticeable reduction in structural rigidity. As with any AMG model though, it's the engine that defines this car, a 4-litre bi-turbo V8 offering 476 bhp in this base GT version, 510 bhp in the GTS variant, and 557 bhp in the top GTC version. That top GTC version gets a clever rear axle steering system for greater high-speed stability and quicker corner turning. It's a glorious sounding power plant with a lavishly intoxicating soundtrack that never lets up as you power to 62 miles an hour in around 4 seconds en route to a top speed that would be around 190 miles an hour on a track or an empty autobahn. All this frantic potential is harnessed by an AMG SpeedShift DCT 7-speed paddle shift auto gearbox with transmission toys that include a race start launch control feature and software that blips the throttle on downshift to the very evocative accompaniment of popping and banging from the switchable AMG performance exhaust system. The exhaust note is one of the parameters influenced by the various settings of the car's AMG Dynamic Select driving mode system, this being one of those setups that can alter the throttle response, the steering feel, the gear shift timings and the stability control thresholds to suit the way that you want to drive. There's an optional AMG ride control adaptive damping system that's standardized further up the range, and that's well worth having because it can smooth out this car's ride at speed over bumpier surfaces. It's on roads like those that you'll also appreciate this car's rear axle differential lock. That's a feature that's electronically controlled on top models for quicker response. Running cost efficiency, well, that's pretty impressive given the power on offer. Expect 30.1 mpg on the combined cycle and 219 grams per kilometre of CO2 from this GT derivative. Any high-performance sports car has to be an eye-catching thing. The old SLS Roadster certainly was, and like that car, this open-top GT model makes quite an impression at first glance. It's shorter and narrower than that previous Mercedes-AMG design, with aesthetic aggression that's ramped up several more degrees. I mean, get one of these in your mirrors and you're going to move over, and quickly. Now, we should talk about the fabric convertible roof. It's quite a piece of work, available not only in black but also in red or beige. This triple layer top operates via a button just above the windscreen. It takes only 11 seconds to activate, and it can be raised or lowered at speeds of up to 31 miles an hour. The hood's supported by a lightweight structure using magnesium, steel and aluminium, which helps to keep the centre of gravity low. It folds cleanly into a compact Z shape into the area behind the seats. The central roof section neatly doubles up as a tonneau cover for the roof compartment. Take a seat behind the wheel, and the SLS underpinnings are betrayed by the way that the designers have had to retain that car's huge, oversized central transmission tunnel, which comes in the choice of high gloss or carbon fibre finishes. Now, in a nod to the V8 engine up front, this centre section features 8 AMG drive unit control buttons laid out in a V formation. It is deliciously unnecessary to have as many as 4 jet engine style chrome vents here at the top of the centre stack, but it just looks great and it adds to the whole aviation style theme. Just above these sits an 8.4-inch command online infotainment screen, and that's far more cleanly integrated into the dash than it is on most other Mercedes models, and it features the usual sophisticated graphics that make those of every other rival system look dull and cheap. Anything the infotainment display can't tell you will be covered off by the smaller colour screen that nestles between these 2 deeply cowled dials offered by the instrument binnacle. Now let's take a look in the back. Impressively, the 350-litre capacity on offer is exactly the same as you'll get with the coupe body style, and it's not affected by the position of the roof. An exclusive money, no object German performance sports car was once a thing of the 50s. Hollywood film stars drove them back then, but in the modern era you'd have something low-slung and Italian, surely. Or would you? This Mercedes AMG GT model has changed things in this sector, especially in this Roadster, guys. It's dynamic, it's desirable, and best of all, it's different. In an age when pin-up performance cars often excite more jealousy than passion amongst passers-by, this one just makes them smile. You get the thumbs up as you power on, and when you arrive and park up, kids want to take pictures. The world seems a better place. This, you see, is something very special. A sports car with soul.